All right, let's dive in. Today, we're breaking down a source that has some pretty bold things to say about what women really think when they come across a truly confident man. This is a really unfiltered take on attraction and psychology, so let's get right into it.
Okay, so the source material just throws this quote right at you to kick things off, and man does it set the tone. The basic idea here is that for some guys, women already see them and think, okay, this guy's got confidence. That's the starting point. And from there, the source claims, it's really his game to lose.
So you might be asking, how does that first impression even happen? Well, according to this source, it all starts with physical presence. We're talking about things like muscle, height, even how you dress. The source mentions wearing black to look more dominant. All this stuff apparently creates this really powerful first impression. And that's what builds that presumption of confidence, before you've even said a word. Okay, so that brings us to the first big idea from this source, and it's this. A guy's internal state, what he's feeling inside, doesn't just stay inside. The whole argument is that his confidence, or his lack of it, directly spills over and actually affects how the woman he's with is feeling. And to explain this, the source uses a pretty powerful analogy. It pictures masculine energy as the sun, right? It's active, it's projecting outward. And then, in this model, feminine energy is like the moon. It's more passive, and it absorbs the energy that it's given. And here you can see what happens because of that dynamic. So, according to this perspective, if a guy is insecure, he's basically projecting fear and doubt. The woman then absorbs that, and the whole interaction just gets tense and awful. But a confident man, he projects security, he projects comfort, and she absorbs that, which lets her relax and feel totally at ease. All right, the second big concept here really builds on that last point. The source suggests that confidence isn't just, one more thing on a checklist of attractive traits. Now, it's something different. It acts like a powerful multiplier for everything else a guy has going for him. And this is the crucial part. Confidence just amplifies what's already there. So if a guy is already funny or good-looking or has some status, confidence makes all of that shine even brighter. But, and this is a huge but, if he's kind of lacking in those other areas, that exact same confidence can actually make his weak spots look even worse. It can make him seem, and this is a quote from the source, ridiculous. Yeah, the source is really, really blunt about this. This quote just lays it all out there. It shows you how confidence is totally a double-edged sword. It's basically a warning that, look, for this multiplier effect to help you, you have to have some substance to begin with. Confidence without competence, according to this source, that's just cringe. Okay, so this next part gets into an idea that might seem a little counterintuitive. It's this concept that a huge part of attraction comes from a man being completely 100% unmanipulable. And there it is, right on the screen. The source basically claims that a woman feels this incredibly powerful, almost primal pull towards a guy that she just can't control or push around with typical social or emotional games. It's that unshakable core, his frame, that she's actually attracted to. The source even gives some specific examples of what it calls these manipulation tactics. We're talking about everything from shaming him, to criticizing how he looks, to even using tears or withholding sex to get what she wants. And the theory is, a truly confident guy is just immune to all of that pressure. And this quote really sums it all up. The bottom line, according to this source, is that a man who stands his ground and just refuses to put up with nonsense, well, that creates a massive amount of attraction, even if it might frustrate her in the moment. Okay, so why? What's the deep down reason for all of this? We're really getting to the heart of the theory now, digging into the huge and often subconscious effect that male confidence supposedly has. And here it is, the central argument of the whole thing. The source claims that as long as there's at least a basic level of physical attraction, a man's genuine confidence is the #1 thing that triggers desire in a woman. It's basically presented as the master key that unlocks everything else. And this quote here, it's supposed to be what she's thinking to herself. The source is suggesting that a woman can feel this really intense, undeniable attraction to a confident man and not even consciously know why she feels it. It's like a gut feeling that just bypasses all her logical thoughts. So what's the explanation for this? Well, the source argues that many modern women are, and I'm quoting here, disconnected from their femininity. And so they end up reacting to this masculine confidence on a purely primal level. The theory goes so far as to say that even women who, ideologically disagree with a guy's beliefs can still find themselves subconsciously attracted to his strong, unshakable frame. Okay, so if confidence is really that powerful, then where the heck does it come from? And the source is absolutely clear on this final, super important point. You have to build it from the ground up. You just can't fake it.
So how do you do it? The source lays out a pretty clear roadmap. And take a look at these steps. Every single one is about real, tangible things you can achieve in the world. Building a good physique, getting your money right and being competent, dialing in your appearance, and learning actual skills.
And this quote just ties it all together perfectly. The ultimate takeaway from the source is this: real, deep confidence isn't just some mindset you can decide to have. It's the natural result of what you've actually built, what you've actually accomplished, and who you've become because of your own hard work.
And that's where we're going to leave it, with this final, really provocative question that the source leaves us with. It kind of flips this whole analysis back on you, making it something you have to think about personally. The suggestion here is that it's not enough to just understand how this all works. The real key is action. So the question is, what are you building today that's going to create that genuine confidence from the inside out?